Okay, y'all, here we go again. Minister Derek, aka Swift Witness. I'm on my third video for today. Okay, and this it is December the 9th. It's a Tuesday, 2025. Say, guys, I just recently had a vision, and I only did a little bit of just a little research, but I'm gonna just give it the way God showed it to me. I went to bed about a week ago, and when I went to sleep, I fell off into a vision. It was like a dream vision, so real. I was looking up in the sky, and it was night. But you know how you can see the moon at night, but it's cloudy? I saw clouds over to the left of the moon, under the moon. Above the clouds, half in the clouds, kind of half in the, or in the moonlight, it was a United States flag. There was a United States flag, and it was blowing to the left. It was blowing to the left, and it was at night, and I saw the clouds, and the flag was just standing. Was just, I didn't see no pole. It was just but I knew it was standing. It was on something, but it was just the flag blowing, but it was up close to the moon. All of a sudden, there was a second moon right under the moon I was looking at. There was two moons under the first moon, a little to the right of it. And all of a sudden, as I'm looking at this, I don't know if I want to say this name. At the same time as I'm looking at this, I'm at a gas station. I'm under the awning of the gas station. There's people standing under the awning, at their cars, but it was a little gathering of people. And there was this particular preacher, white guy, well-known preacher. I actually like this guy. I actually like his ministry. I've watched him for years. I'm not going to say his name on this video. But he was ministering to the people. And I'm looking up at the sky and seeing what I'm seeing. And when I first saw the flag, I wasn't so, I was sure. You know how you're sure, but you're not so sure because you want to make sure you're sure because you don't want people thinking you're crazy. I knew I saw it, and I said he was actually teaching the people, and they were listening to him. And I looked up and I said, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Now, it's daytime at the gas station. It's daytime. And we're under this awning of the gas station. And I said, did y'all see that? And he kind of looked at me, and the people kind of looked at me. He kept doing his ministry, but they were like, what is he talking about? Then I saw the flag plainly and clearly, but it's night as I'm looking up. It's night as I'm looking up. And I saw the two moons. And I said, do y'all see that? Nobody saw it. And then he looked at me like, man, is he crazy? And the other people were looking at me like, is he crazy? But I knew what I was looking at. I knew what I was looking at. And all of a sudden, there was a friend of mine who was in the dream. And I remember him saying, I remember there was a young lady with this guy who I know, and she was like, I think something's wrong with him. And she was kind of getting away from me, kind of like the preacher, and the people were like, okay, something's wrong with him. But I knew what I was seeing. But the friend said, no, I know him. And if he say he see it, he see it. We may not see it, but I know he sees it. This is what the guy that I know said in the dream. And all of a sudden, it was as if the second moon that was below the other moon started trembling and shaking and took off to the right real quick. It left the scene. But it was a second moon that took off. It took off. And I was like, Lord, what in the world? What in the world was that? Two moons, one began to like shiver, and it took off, and it was the United States flag up in like the clouds. As I've been saying for years, guys, I know that America is under God's judgment. I got a video out about it. Most of the things that God spoke to me about America under God's judgment, which I probably put up 8-9 years ago, those things have come to pass. A lot of it came to pass through the coronavirus. A lot of it came to pass through that. But there's other things that came to pass that the Lord spoke to me, and still things coming to pass now, and other things too come to pass. Hey, y'all, let's get ready. Let's get prepared. Let's seek the Lord about preparing ourselves for these end times and what's happening in America, and how that we can maneuver when hard times come, and be ready with food and water and shelter. And to be honest, the financial thing, I know there's people saving money. There's people going into the stock market. There's people doing what do you call it, Bitcoin, and all of that kind of I forget the term for Bitcoin and all these other coins, but there's people getting into that. There's people getting into foreign money, trading American money for foreign money. We're just in such an unsure time. It's very unsure right now, especially in America. And I'm going to say this. I heard Donald Trump say something the other day that shook me. It didn't shake me because I've already known that America is going to go through something, and Trump has been an advocate for trying to get America back strong again, and to stay the superpower that it is. And he's been on that like strong, very strong. He's been on that nonstop. That's all he talks about. And I love that about him, about making America great. I know some people have their thing about, well, what does he mean? He means taking it back. I don't want to get into all that. But he definitely is wanting America to be strong. He wants it to be strong. And he stood on that. But the other day I saw him, I can't remember, he was being interviewed, and I forget what he was talking about. He mentioned, he said out of his mouth that America, we could tip over. He said we're in a place where we could just, fall over. We could tip over. I don't know if tip over was the word, but it was something parallel to that. It was like it's like we could be gone tomorrow. And when Donald Trump said that, Donald Trump don't talk like that. Not about America. Not unless he's just saying it in a fashion of somebody else who ran the country, put us in a bad position, and this could happen, that could happen. No, he was saying it as in present right now, and he's never spoke like that. So when you have a president that has been hardcore, let's build America, let's get it back, let's take it, let's get it strong, let's be the superpower that we are, and he's sounding now like we could fall over at any time, we could tip over at it. That means something has shaken that man. Something has shaken him. Everybody know Donald Trump. Donald Trump, what he say he do. Donald Trump has a history of what he say he do. He has a history of what he sets his mind to do, he's going to do. If he believes in something, he believes in it. But if he don't believe in it, he ain't gonna have nothing to do with it, or he will, bow down to it and let it be what it is. So for him to say that out of his mouth, that did something to me. And I know it did something to a lot of Americans. And I know it did something to those who are spiritual, who know who Donald Trump is and why he has been planted as the president in this season of America. And I don't want to get into politics and how people feel about Donald Trump, but I know why God permitted him to be in office. And I wasn't expecting to ever hear him say anything like that out of his mouth, which lets me know that we are getting very close to something happening. I love y'all. I did it again, made the video long, but I'll be back. I'm going to get these uploaded and I'll be back. I love y'all. Minister Derek, AKA Swift Witness. I'll talk to y'all later.